Hey VC, it's Jonathan, your cheap and cheerful record collector. I've been doing a lot of digging recently, so I thought I'd do a quick video of a bunch of new stuff I've happened to find. I've been watching this guy locally on Craigslist for, God, almost a year now. He's had these records on, and initially he wanted $10 a record, and there was just no way I was spending $10 a record. So I waited and waited. I contacted him about 2 or 3 times. Finally, he broke down recently, and I got them all for $4 each. So I was real happy with that. And let's see what we got here. First one up is a really old, great classic by the Dixie Cups. This is Iko Iko. I looked this up on Discogs, and it was weird because the song title, the list on the back of the record, is not how it plays. They're in totally different order. Same songs, but different order. So I did some research and found out that they put this album out twice. Exact same record songs, rearranged. First time it came out was under the title of Chapel of Love, which was their one other hit. And then they re-released it with a new cover and just changed all the songs different order and called it Iko Iko. So it's New Orleans, little water damage here, but not so bad. Hard to find. I think it was 1965 on Redbird Records. Show the label because the label's sort of cool. And there's the Redbird label, so that's sort of cool. And Dixie Cups were, girl group out of New Orleans in that early 60s girl group thing, but they're great and a great album. Besides Iko Iko, they do Chapel of Love, obviously, their other big hit. Other songs I didn't know, but they're all great, so that was a good find. Also, we had Big Joe Williams and Sonny Boy Williamson together. I don't know if this is part of a series because it says Blues Classics 21. And on the label it says Blues Classics. I don't know if it was a group of records that came out, number 1 through 30 or 28. I have no idea. But this is the only one I have. Sounds great, cleaned up really nice, and always like to have some more blues in my collection. Speaking of blues, another one I had to grab from this guy was a Leadbelly compilation. This is on RCA Victor, the Vintage series. Good album. Most of the stuff, I remember, I already listened to this once. Basic Leadbelly stuff. A lot of it has some accompanist with him, but good stuff. Can't never have enough Leadbelly in your collection. Next one is on Folkways record. This is a real vintage type music. This is Louisiana Creole music. This is really raw. This is not prettified. This is the real deal. Most of the stuff was from the 1920s and 30s. People I can't even pronounce the name, but real straight up Creole Cajun music on the Folkways label. So I love this. I love it, especially I love the fact that it's not prettified, not redone for the regular consumer. It's just straight up real folk music. So I love that. He also had some country music, so I jumped on that when I got a chance. This is a great Johnny Cash double LP, The World of Johnny Cash, 2-record set. Has all the stuff you'd expect it to have. When Papa played the Dobro, I Feel Better All Over, I Want to Go Home, Pickin' Time, Delia's Gone, Busted, Casey Jones, etc. In the Jailhouse Now. So a great double compilation, Johnny Cash. And this is on Columbia. Also, this one I was excited to get because I don't have enough of this guy. This is Hank Williams Sr., and this is his original hits, and has everything from Your Cheating Heart, Cold Cold Heart, There'll Be No Teardrops Tonight, etc., etc. It's on Chadwick Music, who I don't really know, but this is obviously a repress from 1982, and actually a Canadian repress. So we're right here, we're in Maine, on the border of Canada, so in Goodwill and stuff, I'm always finding Canadian presses. Not all the time, but it's not unusual to see Canadian presses here in Maine. So, the great Hank Williams Sr. Also, he had some other country stuff, and can never get enough Waylon. So, Waylon Jennings' album called Waylon. Also on RCA, on the RCA Orange label. And this has Brown Eyed Handsome Man, which is an interesting version of that song. Shutting Out the Light, Don't Play the Game, the 33rd of August, which is great. This Time Tomorrow, I'll Be Gone. Great stuff by Waylon Jennings. Happy to have that in my collection. And two more. This is a guy, I've seen his name around. I remember him back from the early rockabilly days. And then he became straight country. I was sort of hesitant, but I figured, what the hell, I'll give it a shot. And it's Conway Twitty. And this is Hello Darlin', which was one of his hits. And this turned out to be a great record. I love it. Hello Darlin' is on here. Up comes the bottle, down goes the man. Which I love that lyric. Will You Visit Me on Sunday, which is great, about a prison song about a guy about to be executed who visit me on Sunday. I Never Once Stop Loving You, and of course it ends up with Hello Darlin'. Also has Rocky Top on here. So this was a good pickup. Happy to have that in my country collection. And last but not least, the singing brakeman, Jimmie Rodgers, with My Time Ain't Long. I didn't have any Jimmie Rodgers. I was happy to add this to the collection. Another RCA Orange label repress from the 70s, I think this was. No, 64. 64 RCA. Jimmie Rodgers, the singing brakeman, you know, all the great stuff. Also with the Carter families on here with him. Mother Maybelle and the Carter family. So that was a good addition to that. So those are my Craigslist finds that I was able to dig last week. Definitely worth the hour drive up into Maine. It was a beautiful day, so that was always good to see. And hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, let me know. If you didn't like it, keep it to yourself. Hey, have a happy first day of summer, everybody. Thanks for all the people subscribing. I'm up to almost 80, which is amazing to me. And keep digging. Until next time, peace.